What's gravy in the navy, you squid fox, and welcome back to another storytime video with me, your boy, NimbleGod321, and today we have a story which happened quite recently. It just happened a month or two, actually I don't know how long, about 3 months ago, but still, I have it in my recent memory. It's quite a video. This all started a long time ago, to be honest, but it all started, I was in a party on PlayStation with someone we're going to call Flamingo Pimingo, and also a guy who we were going to call Smurf. Yeah, Smurf. We're going to call him Smurf. So Smurf and Flamingo Piningo, well, I was in a party with them, and there was a few other guys, but I can't be bothered to make up more names. So Smurf is the main person in this story. I'll probably choose a different name because Smurf's a gay name, but okay. So anyway, I was with Smurf and Flamingo Piningo in the party, and Flamingo Piningo is all like, "Hey, I really don't like furries. Furries are weird. I dislike furries." And if you don't know what a furry is, I'm not going to tell you, because fucking look it up or some shit. So yeah, I'm there like, okay, neither do I. But then Mr. Smurf here, I can't remember exactly, but I'm pretty sure he said something like, "Oh, what's a furry?" Or so they didn't know what a furry was. And we were all like, "Ha, you probably are a furry." Ha ha ha. And we started laughing. And then the next day we go to school, and I'm there with my friend who's not Flamingo Piningo. We're going to call him Thanos Grape. So me, Thanos Grape, we're in there, and Smurf is there, and we go, "Yo, what's up, Smurf? You furry? Ha ha ha!" And we start laughing. And now I know what you're thinking, harmless joke, nothing could ever happen. And for a while it didn't. He kind of got mad at it when he found out what it was. He was all like, "Oh my god, fuck off, But we just kept calling him it because it was pretty funny. So yeah, then then that continued for a while. Everyone was calling him a furry. He started getting really upset, and by that I mean, I don't know, he started like screaming every time we called him a furry, and it was kind of funny though, because but anyway, we eventually a day came, and quite a strange day. So I was just there sitting, in a party with who we're going to call shit, I can't think of a name. So we were there, me, Thanos Grape, and Luke Skirt Walker. We were all in a party on PlayStation, when all of a sudden I was like, why don't I just, I'm gonna go on my story. So I went on to Snapchat. I started snapping people, and yeah, eventually, I don't know, I was like looking at people's stories. I was like, I know, and I just put on my story, "Smurf is a furry, rar." Nothing else, just that, with a black screen, just nothing. Next day comes around, I walk up into school. Smurf isn't in school, so I'm kind of like, yeah, meh. I'm just there in the morning, I'm pretty, just pretty normal day. I'm talking to Flamingo Piningo, I'm talking to Thanos Grape, talking to Luke Skirt Walker, all these people. All of a sudden I'm in art class, and my year head, she walks up in there, and she's like, "Hey Dylan." I'm like, "Yup." She's like, will you come with me?" I'm like, "Okay, where are we going?" She's like, "Just come with me." I'm like, "Okay." So I'm like, I get my books and I go with her, and she brings me to the year head room, and she goes, "Sit down." And I'm like, "Uh-oh, what's going on?" And she just says to me, "Have you been bullying someone?" And I was really confused. I'm just like, "Wait, what?" "What the fuck's going on here?" I'm like, "No." He's like, "Are you sure?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I mean, what do you mean? Can you give me more context? I'm confused." And she's like, "Smurf." And I'm like, what about Smurf?" And she's like, "You have been calling Smurf some very rude names, haven't you?" And I'm just like, no, because I just wasn't thinking. I was like, "Furry, that's not a fucking rude name. That's not, like, he couldn't have told me if calling him a furry." So I was like, no, I mean, I didn't call him any names. And all of a sudden she's like, I believe you've been calling him a furry. And I was like, you can't be serious. You can't be serious. And I'm like, well, yeah. She said, exactly, so you were bullying him. I'm like, no, I wasn't. She said, yeah, well, have you been doing it continuously? I'm like, yeah. She said, exactly, it's bullying. I'm like, wait, what? But I'm so confused. And I'm so confused. And she's like, you are a discriminating people. You are a disgrace. You are a horrible person. I'm just saying, like, I called him a furry a few times. Are you sure? So eventually she just gets up and leaves, and she starts looking for the other people who started calling her a furry, which is kind of funny considering everyone in the year did. And yeah, I got in a load of trouble, and she started asking if I had social media. And I was like, no, I don't use social media, because I never did, you know. That the day I got to put that on my story, like the first time I got Snapchat, like I downloaded it, and I said that, and pretty much deleted it again. So she was like, are you 100% sure you don't? Because I was like, yeah, I don't. And then she was like, that's it. Okay, you can go back to class, but you will be having to, like, have a Saturday detention or something. I was like, oh, that's very fried. But then you know, I just go back to class as normal, and I'm like, what the fuck? That's just happened. And then the next day, okay, I'm pretty sure it's all over, you know. I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna have to fucking do a Saturday detention. That's pretty fucking gay. Come in, first thing in the morning, she walks up, she's like, come with me. I'm like, what the fuck did I do this time? She yanks me, pulls me to the front office, and she's like, you said you didn't use social media. I'm like, well, I don't really. And then she's like, yes, explain this. And she whips out her phone, and she has a screenshot of what I put on my story, which means some lickarse gave her my phone. And I'm just like, I'm just like, oh, fuck. I'm like, shit, I'm kind of in for it now. But then, you know, I got this fucking, you know, the trouble, and it's got a 2-day suspension from him. And I'm just like, you know, fucking so pissed off at it. Smurf. And yeah, that's how I got suspended. I called someone a furry. Yeah. Yeah, that's it for this video. Oh, the worst part about it though was he didn't even tell on me. He went home, got his parents to ring in to say people were bullying him. He couldn't even do it face to face, which I find quite disgraceful. If you are out there, Smurf, watching this video, you better like the video, and you better subscribe. I won't say anything else. Goodbye, peoples. I will see you in the next video.